Hi, Karen. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. And listeners, welcome to a 9-minute mini pod. We're keeping it tight.
Oh my God, Katie. What I love about this mini pod is that you and I have been talking for a while. A while. We only have an hour together. We knew we only had an hour together. And yet you let me vent for a half an hour about some shit going on in my life. And I just can't tell you how grateful I am for you.
Oh my gosh. I'm so grateful that you share with me things. And I am so grateful for you as well, because I also took quite a bit of that time for myself. And listeners, I wish that you all have a friendship with someone as wonderful as Karen. I really do. Just in life. I really wish that. But and I don't mean to say Karen as if you're not here, but yeah, you get it.
Thank you for saying that. Agreed. Yes, I do. I wonder. I don't know. I'm having this epiphany. Like, one of the reasons we all like Sex in the City before it got really cringy was the friendship between these people. And I wonder if sometimes people listen to us because of our friendship. Like, you just want to hear two friends talking about shit, which is really all this podcast is.
It really is. It's two friends talking about shit. And that is 100% true in terms of like why I love Sex in the City. I did. And like, even like the individual, not just the four of them when Samantha was in it, like the individual, like, Carrie and Charlotte, Carrie and Samantha, Carrie and Miranda, whatever. Like, it was, I know, I love seeing good friendships and like in real time. And so, yeah, this is what you're having here. A full weekly helping of friendship served to you into your AirPods. So anywho, so the last week has been interesting. I got COVID. Well, I had COVID when we talked, and then I got sicker. And I'm better now, which is great. But you also had your birthday, which I'm so happy that you were able to take the day off. How was your birthday?
Thank you. Thank you. It was really, really lovely. And I will tell you a pro tip I did not know. So usually on my birthday, I'm either traveling or I would go to the Botanic Garden and just hang out, right?
Nice.
So this year, I think I texted you, I decided to just lean into being a bored suburban Real Housewife.
Hell yes.
Oh my God. I went to a mall in the suburbs here called Old Orchard, and it's outside. And it's like one of these malls that, like, the anchor stores at Old Orchard are Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, Macy's, right? Yeah.
Yeah, not fucking around.
Not at all. And so the pro tip is that I was shameless about telling all the cashiers that it was my birthday. And do you know I got discounts at almost every place?
No, you didn't. Are you serious?
Deadly. Sephora, I knew, had like a birthday thing. So I got a birthday gift from Sephora.
What?
But the jewelry store, Kendra Scott, I just wanted to get myself a cool ring. Their birthday discount was 50%.
Wait, hold on. Okay. I kind of think we need to redirect this entire podcast, because this is seriously, I never would even think to tell wait, seriously? So do you walk up? Did you show them your driver's license? Like, how did this work?
Yeah. I feel like after I got the like a whole ass, like a $60 skincare item from Sephora.
Yeah.
Then I went into to Kendra Scott and I was just like, so do you guys have a birthday discount? And she's like, oh yeah, of course. It's this for this kind of jewelry, this for this kind of jewelry, whatever. And I thought she said 15%.
Yeah.
And I looked at my receipt, 50% off, 50, half off, because it was my birthday. And she just saw my license.
Oh my gosh, Karen, this makes me so happy for you and for everyone who has a birthday coming up. Seriously. Like, yes. So basically, okay, did you go to the cashier just to get logistics here? So like, because I want to, echo this exact experience maybe next June, but like, so did you go to the cashier to ask that question and then shop, or did you shop first and then go up and then say, P.S. it's my birthday?
I shopped. And then as I was paying, I was like, oh, by the way, do you happen to have a birthday discount? Yes. As I was like checking out, I shopped first.
Oh my God. This is so unbelievable. I didn't know that was even a thing at like normal stores.
It reminds me, it's so funny because now it reminds me, I don't know if you've ever heard Sonari Glinton on NPR, who's a delightful human, has a whole show on, I think it's Planet Money, about the good guy discount.
Oh,
maybe it's This American Life. Anyway, he's an NPR now freelancer, and Google Sonari Glinton good guy discount. But he got discounts at stores just by going up and saying, so do you have a good guy discount? And people would give him like 20% off.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is seriously mind-blowing to me. Thank you for sharing. That's incredible. I'm so happy that you were a real housewife of Chicago and that you got all these discounts. Hell yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you have to show your card, like I get it, like your ID, like they will do that, but it reminds me of like I remember when I was on my honeymoon and I told everyone it was my honeymoon, but we actually had our honeymoon because we couldn't afford it when we got married. So we went a year later and they never asked and we got like champagne everywhere, like free room service, all of that stuff. And I've only heard of it in that, scenario, but that's so limiting. Not everyone gets married. Not everyone has a honeymoon. Like everyone has a birthday. Hell yeah.
We all have birthdays and we all have things on our person to prove that it's our birthday.
100%. This is amazing. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. That is amazing.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I love your idea for this pod. And since we have about 3.5 minutes, I feel like this is a perfect amount of time for us to talk about what your idea was, which take it away. I love it.
Music, specifically songs that always make you feel better.
I love that. I love that. I love it so much because on your birthday, which is also my grandmother's birthday, which this past Tuesday, I went and had a gin martini to celebrate both of you. That was her, once a year drink. And on my way home, I teed up Carly Simon. And it was actually, I didn't even tee it up. It was actually just on the radio, but it was You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, which I don't really love that song, but oh my God, Carly Simon was so no, I'm wrong. It wasn't Carly Simon. It was Carole King. Shit, it was Carole King. But anyway, still good. And I sang so loud the whole way home. And I was like, I might as well be Carole King. I'm pretty sure that's who I am right now. And like, I even turned down the dial for a second and I was like, I do sound like Carole King. Totally. And so like, then I turned it back up and it made me so happy on like a cellular level. And it was just like, and then I listened to some Sarah McLachlan and Indigo Girls. Water is Wide is one of my favorite songs. So those are the two I will put in a plug for that made me so happy. What about you?
Those are really good. Okay. Oh, that makes me really happy. And the car singing, I feel like is also critical part of this.
Critical. Totally.
Yes. Absolutely. So I finally saw Encanto at the drive-in. It was so much fun.
Was it? I love that.
Oh my God. I love the drive-in. I loved that movie. But of course, so now I'm obsessed with We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Oh, I've never actually seen Encanto. I need to see it.
Oh my gosh. It's really, I forgot it was a Disney movie.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good. I really liked it. I can't even think of a word other than good. I really enjoyed it. And the music is great and the characters are great. And the main character is just wonderful. And I just am so glad that we are finally creating these strong, smart, emotionally intelligent female lead characters, like little kids.
Yes.
Who are so badass, who never not once talk about the boy they like.
Fuck yeah. I mean, we have enough of that for the rest of human existence. So
correct.
Let's tie that one up. No more.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I have to see it. Thanks for the reco.
Absolutely. What's another really good feel-good song for me?
So in Kanto though, like you watched it and then there's songs like related to it, like on the soundtrack.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a musical, right? Disney movie. So
nice.
Yes. Wow. I'm coming up. I have this whole. Oh, you know what? Somebody made me. So I just drove back from Alabama.
Oh yeah.
Last weekend, and someone very kindly made me a playlist. And oh my God, what's the song? I think it's called Forevermore.
Ooh.
Anthony David is the singer. Okay, I have two more. So that was like, I just love that song. And then there's an artist called PJ Morton who has a cover of How Deep Is Your Love?
Ooh.
He's like a soul singer. Katie, when I tell you, I'm obsessed with that song.
Oh my God, I'm definitely PJ Moore, you said?
PJ Morton.
PJ Morton. How Deep Is Your Love? Okay.
I will
definitely tee that up and I'll put it in the description of the pod so everyone can listen. That's amazing. I mean, this is so much fun to do the miniest of mini pods. Thank you all for listening. We will be a little longer next week, but it's cool. I mean, I'm here for it. Like we showed up. That's all this is.
Exactly. We hope you all have a wonderful week.
Yeah. Have a good week. We'll see you next week.